हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे विल बी डिस्कस अबाउट मिस्टर जॉन्स। मिस्टर जॉन्स का कैरेक्टर एनिमल फार्म में है और एनिमल फार्म एक नॉवेल जो कि जॉर्ज ऑरवेल ने लिखा है। हैव यू एवर नोन समवन हु had every opportunity to be successful but destroyed it all through bad decisions and addictions? मिस्टर जॉन्स जो होते हैं मैनर फार्म के ऑनर होते हैं। स्टार्टिंग में एनिमल फार्म के, बाद में जो सारे एनिमल्स होते हैं उसको मैनर फार्म को चेंज करके एनिमल फार्म रख लेते हैं। मिस्टर जॉन्स इज द lethargic farmer who once owned manor farm, but the animals kick him out because of his neglectful attitude towards them. क्या होता है, मिस्टर जॉन्स का जो नेग्लेक्टफुल एटीट्यूड होता है उसके कारण सारे एनिमल द्वारा उनको एनिमल मैनर फार्म से बाहर निकाल दिया जाता है। Napoleon and Squealer worked together to create a daunting image of Mr. Jones, even though Napoleon and Jones' methods of ruling are the same. Mr. Jones is the owner of Manor Farm in the beginning of Animal Farm by George Orwell. At one time, he was a harsh but good farmer. However, after encountering some legal problems that hurt him financially, Mr. Jones turned to alcohol, which expedited his downward spiral. Let's learn more about Mr. Jones. क्या होता है, एक रात मिस्टर जॉन्स अल्कोहल पी लेते हैं और सारे जानवर भूखे रह जाते हैं, यानी कि वो जानवरों को खाना देना भूल जाते हैं। तभी जानवर एक सभा करते हैं और उसी सभा में वो ये डिसाइड करते हैं कि मिस्टर जॉन्स को मैनर फार्म से निकाल दिया जाए। और वो नेपोलियन स्नोबॉल सारे जानवर्स की मदद से मिस्टर जॉन्स को मैनर फार्म से बाहर निकाल देते हैं और मैनर फार्म को चेंज करके एनिमल फार्म रख देते हैं, जिसमें कुछ कमांडमेंट्स होती हैं, कुछ रूल्स बनाए जाते हैं। If Mr. Jones had been paying attention, the animals would never have had the opportunity to come together to talk about starting a revolution. But in his drunkenness, Mr. Jones fails to secure the animals, giving Old Measure, a respecting pig, a chance to stir things up. ये है मिस्टर जॉन्स। एनिमल फार्म रशियन रिवॉल्यूशन, जो रूस में रिवॉल्यूशन होता है उसी के बारे में बताया गया है। इनको जो इंडिकेट किया जाता है, निकोलस सेकंड का करेक्टर मिस्टर जॉन्स का करेक्टर माना जाता है। इरिस्पॉन्सिबल टू हिज एनिमल्स, इसमें ये दिखाया गया कि एनिमल के प्रति रिस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं, इरिस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं। और इधर ये जो निकोलस होता है, जार निकोलस द्वितीय, ये पुअर लीडर होता है एंड कंपेयर टू वेस्टर्न किंग्स समथिंग्स क्रूअल्स होते हैं। मिस्टर जॉन समथिंग क्रूअल बीट्स दैम विद वीप, समटाइम्स काइंड मिक्सेस मिल्क इन एनिमल मैश। और जो जार निकोलस होता है वो क्रूअल होता है, समटाइम ब्रूटल विद ओपोनेंट, समटाइम्स काइंड हायर्ड स्टूडेंट्स एज स्पाइस टू मार्केस। यानी उस समय रूस का जो युद्ध चल रहा था उसमें जार निकोलस शासक था, तो उसको जो कंपेयर किया गया है मिस्टर जॉन्स से किया गया है। जिस तरीके से जार निकोलस अपनी जनता के प्रति क्रूर था, उसी तरीके से मिस्टर जॉन्स एनिमल फार्म के जितने भी एनिमल्स थे उनके प्रति क्रूर थे। मिस्टर जॉन्स ऑफ मैनर फार्म इज अ फिक्शनल कैरेक्टर इन जॉर्ज ऑरवेल्स 1945 एलेगरिकल नॉवेल एनिमल फार्म। जॉन्स इज एन एलेगरी फॉर जार निकोलस सेकंड। जॉन्स इज ओवरथ्रोन बाय द एनिमल्स ऑफ हिज फार्म, who represent Bolshevik and liberal revolutionaries. Old Major remind the animal of how hard they have had to work. Mr. Jones, with very little compensation, their children are taken away from them at a young age, and eventually each one of them will be slaughtered when they are no longer useful. When the sound of the animals wakes up Mr. Jones, he fires a shot into the barn which wakes up to meeting the expulsion of Mr. Jones. As the animals continue to meet to talk about a new way of doing things, which they called animalism, a few of the animals remain loyal to Mr. Jones or said, Mr. Jones, feed us. If we were gone, we should starve to death. Mr. Jones had been a capable farmer once in in his lifetime, but in the aftermath of a very damaging lawsuit, he had become quite disheartened within his lot in life, as well as an alcoholic, squealer, and snowball. By old measure, the animals reveal by driving out Mr. Jones, his wife, and his workers and remove him from power, supposedly ending the days of extreme hunger and labor. Mr. Jones is oblivious as his farm deteriorates in his drunken stupor. One day, after getting soused at a local pub, Mr. Jones passes out, forgetting to feed the animals. The animals help themselves to the food in storage. When Mr. Jones wakes up to see what they have done, he and four of his men beat the animals with whips. In that moment, the animals attack Mr. Jones and his men and drive them off the farm. The animals celebrate their newfound freedom by getting rid of the reins, knives, and chains that were used by Mr. Jones. The animals don't mind working hard since now they are enjoying their independence for the first time. It's noted that the pigs are talking of all the milk which Mr. Jones used to mix into all the animals' food. But Squealer, a pig and propaganda master, is able to convince the animals that it is worth the sacrifice to keep Mr. Jones from returning. In the second chapter, in exiled, Jones now lives at the Red Line Inn, where he is feeling sorry for himself and commiserating with sympathetic and perplexed farmers. One day, the animals are at the work when they see several humans on animal farm. Mr. Jones spent his days getting drunk in the bar and complaining about his animal to other farmers. In the October, Mr. Jones gathered his neighbors and tries to take back the farm by force. However, the animals are able to overpower them and chase them off the farm once again. The animals work hard and have a decent harvest, but they notice that the food supply has not increased since Mr. Jones was sent into exile. At the start of the final chapter, after years pass, Jones is mentioned to have died in a home for alcoholics. By this time, most of the animals on the farm were either born after the rebellion. Many of the remaining animals who were called to the barn by old measure have died as well. It is mentioned that most of the deceased of exiled were forgotten. Snowball was forgotten, as was Voxer, excepting the few who had known him. The days before the rebellion have been forgotten as well. Only a few pigs, Moses, Raven, who was the special pet, Clover, and Benjamin remember. Mr. Jones finally gives up completely and ever regaining control of his farm and leaves the area. After Napoleon, the dictator drives Snowball, another pig who was gaining leadership on the farm. Of the premises, rumors began to circulate that Snowball was in cahoots with Mr. Jones from the beginning. Meanwhile, animals are being slaughtered by other animals for political reasons. Rations are being cut and animals are working harder than ever. But Squealer's data shows that their quality of life has improved since Jones' expulsion. In the end, Mr. Jones dies in Wright's home in another part of your country. Like George III to American colonist or Tsar Nicholas II to Russian revolutionary, Jones is the embodiment of the tyranny against which the animals rebel, and with good reason. An inept farmer and slovenly drunkard, John cares little for his manor farm and the animals who live there. The novel's first paragraph describes John forgetting to shut the Fovulus for the hen house, but remembering to draw himself a glass of beer before lumbering off to a drunken sleep. The fact that the rebellion is sparked by John's forgetting to feed the animals adds to overall impression of him as an uncaring master for the remainder of the novel. He is portrayed as an impotent has-been unable to reclaim his own farm and idling in sub until his eventual death in an invade's home. Long after Jones has been driven from the farm, the pigs invoke his name to scare the other animals into submission. Squealer's question surely comments, "You don't want Jones back," elicits a knee-jerk reaction in the animals, who fail to realize that the spirit of Jones has returned despite the father's physical absence. Mr. Jones is the owner of Manor Farm. He neglected the animals, spends most of his time drinking and reading the newspaper and not feeding them. He is taken by surprising by the animals when they fight back against him and his men, so much so that he is thrown off the farm. Mr. Jones fails to look after the animals properly, putting himself before them. Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm had locked the hen houses for the night, but was too drunk to remember to shut the profils. This shows that Mr. Jones was too drunk to remember to shut all the doors. While leaving the profils open, the chickens would get very cold, showing a lack of interest in their well-being. Old Major speaks of Mr. Jones' cruelty in his speech, drowning the dogs when they get too old. As for the dogs, when they grow old and toothless, Jones ties a brick round their necks and drowns them in nearest pond. Mr. Jones could be linked to Tsar Nicholas III. Jones is the reason for the rebellion. In the same way, Tsar Nicholas II was in simple terms the cause of the Russian Revolution. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.